sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Las Vegas Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
Now Hall to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, they showed it there. Fielded at the 20. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. They'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And now he got away from that first tackler. No idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
He hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the interception setting up a terrific field position with 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to throw again.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're throwing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Red, Tiger. Red, green. Red, yellow.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Roster 6. Smash red. Shoot yellow.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
Looking on the play. Second and 10. At their 28-yard line.
Ready?
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
They'll come up now on second and a yard.
Red. White. Steel. Black. Green jack. Black ultra. Set.
Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Red, cycle. Drill, green. Red, yellow. Blue, striker. Check, pink. Blue, go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Parker, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Goyle. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
11 yards there, just like last play. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Right, 60. 6, 7. You don't move. Black shot. Hey, rest.
Back to throw now on first down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Right. Field black. Blue black.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Black ultra.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 16.
2nd and 2. And his throw is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Yellow. Blue striker.
to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. You talk about rookies having big statistical years. He had a boatload of these in the regular season, more than 1 per game, and now he has his first here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
That's around 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Open man is Uzama. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
offense set to get this drive started. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Chris Barnes there on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Red, cycle. Go red.
2nd and 9 now. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Blue striker. Watch it, 6. Smash, red.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And cycle.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Right. Field, left. Okay.
They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rakiasin.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side, all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie, right? But they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up. Come on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Rakiasin.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Chandler Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
This is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here we go. Yellow. 6, 11. Drill, 52.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to about the 45.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And a pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Red cycle. Real green.
2nd and 3. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders will take over here as they get up to the 33-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.